The comedy, man.
Yeah, man.
We're just comedic people.
No,
Not really.
not to most.
We are to us, though.
To us, we
And
are
that's,
very
you know.
amused. You know.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we are going to be, it's kind of a spider day. Today we're going to be talking about a portion or a part of the first limb of the yoga spider, and that is the yamas. And this one part of the yamas is Ahimsa. Ahimsa, 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 Ahimsa.
It makes me think of the Lion King, like that moment, like Simba.
There's like 7 H's.
Ahimsa.
Anyway,
But anyways,
move on.
So Ahimsa, guys, means non-violence or without violence. And in yoga, this is, to a lot of people, this is the premise of their yoga. This is kind of the first thing that you have to sort of work at in yoga to really be following the yogic path. And this non-violence has both physical and mental components. You don't want to be violent with yourself on your mat, practicing your flows and things. You don't want to be holding poses for too long, breaking down your muscles, causing certain tissues to tear because you're trying to stretch too far. These are all violent things that you can do to yourself. So beyond that physical aspect, there's also the mental aspect, which is kind of saying that you're going to be gentle with yourself. You're not going to sit there and say, I have to do better. You're not going to be judgmental with yourself, saying, I'm feeling really sore and really tight here, and then think, oh, that's such a bad thing. That's kind of also himsic. So himsa is violence and ahimsa without. So himsic, if you're thinking in that sort of negative vein, that negative train of thought. And beyond the personal aspect of it, there's also the external, other components. So yourself and then everyone else. You also don't want to be violent towards them in physical, emotional, mental ways. And
like we said in previous videos, there's always an internal component to these, and there's an external component too. So it works both ways. It's a double-edged sword in a way.
Yeah, and so practicing nonviolence in every aspect that you can kind of see it permeating your life. So notice that at every moment you have the opportunity to choose between more violent and less violent things. And in your yoga practice, it's not any different. Patanjali says that if you practice this ahimsa for long enough and really let it kind of permeate your being, violence ends around you. So it's kind of a sign that you have sort of perfected this non-violent practice, is that violence ends around you. And it's, again, mentioned in the Yoga Sutras that we talk about a lot. But anyways, that's something to look for in your life. So
yeah, absolutely. This is, like we said, this is part of the yamas. This is ahimsa without violence. So give it some thought, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Let us know if you have any questions. Subscribe, like, and share. Do everything great that you guys do. Give somebody a high five. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.